everyone and welcome to my channel. I am Make It Up Supergirl. Today I'm super excited to share with you how I came up with this makeup look using the Visage eyeshadow palette from Beauty Moon Cosmetics. So if this interests you, please keep watching and don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to tickle that cute little bell down below to be notified of all my new content. Alright, let's get started. Now that I have the camera up and close, I'm going to go ahead and start with my first shade. And this one is kind of a burgundy color and it's called Aspect. And I'm going to put that all over my eyelid. Alright, so I'm going to dip my brush. And then I'm going to start to outline where I want the shadow. So it kind of gives me a template of where I really want to put it. And if you remember from other eyeshadow looks I do, I always go much higher than my normal crease because I have hooded eyes. And this eyeshadow blends really, really well. I'm barely using any shadow and it's just got great pigmentation. So pretty. Make sure I get in my inner corner right there. Make it all the way up here. I think that looks really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Same thing. Outline where I want to put the shadow. And the reason why I like to stamp or pat my eyeshadow on is because I have textured eyes and I also have hooded eyes too, so I have a lot of wrinkles, so I want to make sure I try to get the shadow in as much as possible on my eyelid. Sometimes I have to tilt my head back and really getting in there. Beautiful color. And I want to make sure I get the shadow right in there. And make sure I get that shadow nice and even. I think that looks really nice. So the second color I'm going to use is called Pout, and that's kind of a pinky tone. And all I want to do is I just want to lightly go where this crease is and just kind of soften those lines so that they're not as harsh. So I'm just going to dip a little bit of my brush, just a real little bit, and then I'm going to take the brush and I'm just going to lightly buff right over where that is. Just a little bit. And the same thing with my other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Yeah, I really like that a lot. So the third color I'm going to use is the darkest shade, and I'm going to use it just to darken the corners of my eyes, just to give it a little definition. So I'm going to use the same brush and then I'm just going to stamp that color in. And I'm just going to do that for a little bit until I get enough buildup of the color, and then I'm going to lightly go inward so that it's about Oh, I would say about 1/4 of the way in. So just a little bit and bring it up right there. Just a little bit. Oh, looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. And I would recommend you start with a little bit and then build up. And then blend it in a little bit. That looks really nice. I'm gonna do a little bit more. So I get that corner nice and dark here. And then blend in and slightly blend it a little bit like so. It looks really good. I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. All right. I think that looks really nice. So the next color I'm going to use is a duochrome, and this one is called Countenance, and it's really, really pretty. And I'm just going to put that from my inner corner, and I'll pat it till I get to this area of my eyelid. So I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to put that there, and it's really, really pretty. It's got like a purple and green to it. It's really nice. And then I'm not sure if you can see this, but if I move my eye, you can kind of see the color shift between colors. I'm just gonna put it all over right there. That looks really good. Other eye, I really think this is very pretty. It's got purple. Well, I really like how that turned out. I think I'm going to use the other duochrome color, which has a lot more gold in it. And I think I'm just going to put it right here in the corner of my eye. So I'm actually going to use a brush, and I'm just going to tap that in just to give it a little bit of a shine right there. Just like that. I really like that. And I'm going to do the other side. Really pretty. I think that looks really, really pretty. And the last color I want to use is called Air. And I'm just going to put that right underneath my eyebrow bone just to highlight it a little bit. And just kind of brush it under my eyebrow bone just to give it a little highlight. Sometimes I don't always do this because I don't leave myself enough space. My eyelid is only so big, and I can only put so much shadow on there, but I like that a lot. I am using an angled brush to get in there. Well, I really like how everything turned out. Now I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup look, and I'll be right back. Well, this is my final look. I absolutely love how it turned out, and I'm so glad that I got this Visage eyeshadow palette in my Ice Cream Beauty subscription. And if you're interested in seeing the first look I created with this eyeshadow palette, I'll leave a link so that you can check it out. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate it. And please remember to love yourself, love others, know that you're loved, and that we're all beautiful. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.